Hey guys, here. Welcome back to Steelers franchise as presented by Louvin Fink. Okay, as you guys recall, it was a unfortunate end to the season. We ended up simming the last few weeks. We ended up 6-11, as you can see from behind my head. But the only upside of going 6-11 was the fact that so many teams tied at 6-11 that we got a decent pick there. But the problem is, I think our strength of schedule maybe is too high or something. We could have had it as high as pick 5. But instead we got pick 10. I'll show you. We did do a lot of wheeling and dealing though. I am going to go through the roster here. I am going to go through a few different things before we go ahead and move forward with the franchise offseason. First of all, draft picks going into the offseason. We were able to trade with Seattle. I don't recall the exact one we sent to Seattle. It was a decent package. You may have had our middle linebacker, Miles Jack, involved in it. He might have, we got Chase Claypool was traded to Chicago. One of these guys may have been the other one. Otherwise, there's our second round pick. So a lot of high-end second round picks along with third, fourth, and then we got the 2024. So we might look to trade one of these picks, as that's just like too many of them. We might try to look to trade one. A first next year would be the big W. If we can get like one of these things, if somebody ever offers us a first next year, even like two, like if we multiple, I'll sell off multiple of those second round picks for firsts next year, because we're getting 2 top 10 picks, so we should be able to get 2 playmakers. Sadly, the guys that we're looking at look to be top of the board type of players, so we'll look at those before we'll go look at the roster. The guys I really want to go after, you see them at number 1, was Hayden Banks. I really love this Hayden Banks. I really love Doug Baller. If you recall, go back to the Gene Dangus episode where I talked over him with some prospects. That's our head scout. So a lot of quarterbacks up here, right? McLean, Douglas, Corbin Collins. So hopefully these guys that put some good film out there, some good plays on tape right there, end up going up and can maybe push down Hayden Banks. If Hayden Banks goes 1-1, we'll take a look at the mock drafts and what they're looking for. I don't know if I'll have the ammunition or want to go up and grab him, as I mean, we have Highsmith to opposite side TJ Watt right now, but you know, the more edge rushers the better. But we really do need an offensive lineman, like badly. Okay, otherwise there isn't a whole lot else. We got Clements, I guess, as a fallback if I end up not getting Baller, but I'm not really as excited about that. The 10th pick, we're kind of looking in here. Kirkland, I think he's, you know, it's not as fun looking at guys that aren't as good. Collins is a deep threat. I think this Collins here is 5'10", deep threat. The only upside of this guy is he's great to elite speed. So I don't think I need a receiver though, right? We got Deontay Fry with a tight end. Then we have Pickens, and we have our guy coming back next year, Calvin Austin, that was injured this year, IRL. In game, he didn't get injured, but because we took over after the injury, after we put on season-ending IR, I didn't use him this year, or tried not to. Put him like 6th on the depth chart. As for our second-round picks, we're looking in here. A lot of positions to fill, so a lot of guys out there, a lot of young studs. That's the thing. I can't really be too picky. We only have so many solid spots depth chart. I might end up trading away Najee, because I really did enjoy using Mostert a little bit better during the game. That Najee fumble that I benched him in the first half for it. Najee might get a decent return, being 89 on a rookie contract. This is looking like a solid offense. We need to improve the offensive line badly, but we do have some playmakers. Dotson's there at 74, could do some damage. Kenny Pickett still improving, only sadly a normal dev at the moment. Defense, though, secondary was kind of our weak point this past season. Watt and Hayward held it down in the trenches. I could go for another middle linebacker. Buddy Johnson, we got him upgraded, but Buddy wasn't too wonderful for me. So yeah, we're really looking for just playmakers, guys that can get out here and fill in positions. Now we are going to lose like Larry to free agency. I might re-sign him, but Leal was a pick last year, really didn't progress at all in his rookie season, which was sad. We did have the opportunity to get the breakout, as you guys recall from last episode, but that did not work out so well. So next up, that's kind of it. I guess I can show you like re-signing potentials, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and season recap, I guess, for around the league. I think we got this to do us a little bit last episode. We did win Defensive Player of the Year for TJ Watt, because apparently I tried to choose active rosters, but he wasn't injured, and he got 21.5 sacks. So he went back-to-back years, 22.5, 21.5. And you recall that one near the end of the season where he got 6 sacks in one game, which really boosted it up quite a bit. Buffalo Bills ended up the champion, with the Eagles coming in the runner-up. All right, let's go ahead and advance to next week.
Welcome back to the season-ending episode of Steeler Talk. Rowdy and I here to talk about the disappointing 6-11 record by the Steelers. We talked about it last episode. Louvin, Fink not living up to the Pittsburgh standard.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not a very good season, but you kind of expect that when you trade away so many players like they did for draft picks. Like I said, I don't think this was going to be a winning season with them. Also, coming off firing your franchise coach for so many years who never had a losing record. I didn't like the move to begin with, and obviously this just proves that it was not a good move at all.
I somewhat agree with you, but there's a standard here. This isn't Dallas. This isn't Minnesota. This is Pittsburgh, okay? Pittsburgh, you expect 500 and better, winning football, challenging for the playoffs every single year. Louvin Fink didn't do that. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's got a rookie quarterback going into his second year. I'm going to say the pairing between those two should get another chance. I know they've got a ton of draft picks coming up. We'll talk about that in a second. But Kenny Pickett showed enough. And I think Louvin showed enough to get a second year before we, show them the old Pittsburgh door.
Yeah, it's hard for me to get behind a coach who literally couldn't be on the sideline because he had an incident where his face could not be shown. I mean, what are we doing here? This is so odd. Now, if he can somehow, come back next year, you know what? Maybe give him one more chance. But do we move on from Louvin Fink? I mean, he's an interim coach. How many times do we see these interim head coaches actually get another year and not actually get replaced for a guy that could be more available out there in the coaching vacancy?
I'm here. I'm giving Fink another year. Let's talk about the rookie quarterback, Kenny Pickett. I feel like he's done enough this year. I feel like he did enough managing the offense. I don't think they pushed him enough. I think they pushed the offense a little too hard, but I don't think they pushed Pickett hard enough. I want to see what this kid does with tools around him. Like Hayward's brother gets a couple of passes out of the backfield. I get that, but like Deontay Johnson felt lost a lot of the times this year. I want to see Kenny Pickett in a pass first spread offense.
Yeah, you gotta give Pickett some weapons, let him throw it some more. I know Pittsburgh's way has normally been running the ball and then try to open it up with a little bit more passing, get the team committed to the run. But I don't think that's gonna work in today's modern era of the NFL anymore. You have to be able to air that ball out if you want to go out there and win Super Bowls.
Now, let's talk about the draft. We talk about Kenny Pickett. They have a cavalcade. You talk about the trades they've made this season. Absolute stockpile of draft picks. They get the 6, 10, 37, 39, 41, 42. That's 6 picks in the top 50, plus the 74 and the 106. My feeling is, and again, a reason I want to see Pickett is they've got the 6 and the 10. They're not talking top 5 here. You're looking at a quarterback that's going to replace Kenny Pickett. You're going top 5, or you're just going to get the next Kenny Pickett. My question is here, do you think they package these picks and move up? Or do you think where do you want them to focus on with these draft picks?
I think you need to focus on some offense, maybe some cornerback help there in Pittsburgh. I feel like that cornerback room's a little bit not there where it needs to be. I think if you can build up that cornerbacks a little bit, I think you'll be all right. Obviously, the front 5 in Pittsburgh is, that front 4 is amazing. TJ Watt, Cameron Hayward, all those guys are absolutely studs. So I don't think you really need to do that. I think if you can get Pickett maybe another weapon or two on the offensive line and maybe focus on that cornerback room, I think Pittsburgh has the chance to be a playoff team with Kenny Pickett at the helm.
I like the idea of cornerbacks, but I'm an old school guy. Offensive line, center especially. I want to see those smart guys on the interior of the line. I think Pickett was running around for his life a little bit too much. And on the defensive line, I know we've got TJ Watt on the outside. Even Highsmith got some decent pressure this year. I want to see the interior of that line that's not getting any younger. I want to see them refreshed. I want to see a good cycle. I want to bring in just somebody that's going to dominate a center and a guard at any point. But I will tell you this much. If we're looking at 6-11 at the end of next season, we're looking at the end of Louvin Fink.
Louvin Fink, you're going to be joining me in Bahamas, baby.
You're joining a lot of us in the Bahamas. Hey, no playoffs for the first time in forever. I feel like the time off's going to help us. This is Steelers Talk, off-season edition. Back to you.
This is Louvin Fink's first year in the off-season. Let's hope to not make too many blunders. If we can sign a free agent, maybe on all right, Mac Draft 3 is going to be a big one. We'll see who retires too. But I guess let's look at the retirements first. around the league. Let's just filter by our team. I don't really care about what else has happened to other teams. We didn't have a single guy retire on us, so everybody wanted to stick around. We wanted volunteers, not hostages, and we got them. They're here volunteering for a Super Bowl run or whatever we can do in some damage this year. All right, mock draft 3. So this is, I got 6, Hayden Banks at 5, and Baller at 3, which means I'm gonna need to trade up 1 spot with Chicago, and then, or oh my god, this is gonna be so hard. I got to go from 10 to 5 and 6 to 3. Am I gonna be able to get those guys? Delbert Drummond. How did he pass Hayden Banks? I don't know. I'm not gonna wonder. Seems like, so Detroit not taking a quarterback with 3 quarterbacks in the top 5. The Jets that like still drafting this high, they're still not out on Zach Wilson. It makes sense for the Jacksonville Jaguars to go with an outside backer if T-Law is progressing well. So if I don't know why Hayden Banks got dropped to 5 though. I really don't. Sanders is a speed rusher. I guess he does a good strength, solid, or solid, great speed. Finesse moves is an A. Okay, finesse moves being an A is a huge deal. Why is Hayden Banks? His finesse move was super high too, wasn't it? Physical. I really liked him because there's grade 2 elite strength and grade 2 elite speed. And then we could just develop the rest of it, right? Oh, his power moves were an A, block shed a B, hit power A. Dang. I really don't want to get stuck with Raekwon Medlock. Oh, I did favorite Raekwon Medlock. I was looking through the draft board offline here, and I did put a favorite down on him. Because look at how heavy he is. 358. I do need a new Casey Hampton. So Medlock might be a dude. Medlock though, wasn't he like a late pick prospects? I thought he was like a middle round. I literally just went through all the D tackles and found the thickest dude. Medlock is a round 2 to 3 projection. They had me taking him that high. Nah, I'm not taking him at number 6. That's a wild mock draft. Okay. A run stuffing DT? Because I remember he was slow too at numbers. No. When was the last time that happened? 360. I guess Jordan Davis just went, what was that? 12 around there this past year, but he actually like ran like an insane 42. All right. So mock draft 3. I don't know how much weight I'm putting into that. Players ready to negotiate. So my last chance at signing players from the offseason. I don't think I care about any of these. Like Mostert, I signed for 1 year. Mostert's cool, but at 31, I think he's going to regress on me or lose speed. We then have Goodwin, who is good. 1 year, $2.58 million. He's my returner. I might find a returner in the draft, so I don't have to pay him as much like later on. I went through all the receivers. It takes so long. I don't know why they make it so hard to sort by like, you know, who's got great speed, elite speed. I went through every single one. I found some guys with like a great 2 elite speed a little bit later in the draft. So I think I'm going to end up trying to draft one of them. And they're not even interested in signing with me. I don't know what I'm looking at. Remmers don't care about me. Larry, I would have given an offer, but because he has 0 re-sign interest, we want volunteers, not hostages. I'm not going to overpay him to make him sign with me. It's just not going to happen. It's only 1 year for 7.1. But I think I'm going to take my chance, see if I can't find somebody in free agency that wants to be here. Plus, that D tackle looks kind of cool. And Larry was really taking that nose spot for me. You know, maybe we'll get some fresh young blood. Change up the scene a little bit. A lot of low 70s here. I'm not interested in keeping low 70s as much as we're rebuilding. So, anyways, no re-signings right there. I think we go straight to the next week. Make sure I'm not missing anything. 15 scout college players done. All right, let's go ahead and advance week onto the free agency week 1. Now, we're looking for solid role players. Fill in. I don't need to spend a lot. Combine results. Okay, this is huge. Okay, please be sortable. They're not sortable. Darn. Okay, Hayden Banks, my number 1 target. What did you run? A 4.53. He ran second at middle linebacker, or at his position. 34 reps. I need this guy. I need this guy so bad. I don't want to have to go to 1-1 though. If he gets picked 1-1, I might go to 1-2. How did McLean run? I mean, there is a debate out there whether I should get rid of Kenny. Kenny did not have a great rookie year. I could rose in him if I love him. 4.77 elite throw power. So that's got to be a decent number right there. Better than Kenny. Vertical jump, bench rep, 5th, 6th. Pretty good physicals. Not going to lie, that's pretty nice. Awareness A. His accuracies are incredible too. I'm really not in the market for a quarterback. I like, if McLean falls to me, okay. What about Douglas? Was he fast? 4.77 wasn't that great, was it? 5.11, 4.61, so pretty fast. Marginal throw power. I'm basically not gonna take that guy. I need guys that can chuck it 1.5 miles. I need someone that can throw it over the mountains. This sucks. I don't want to go through each of these individuals. I wish I could. So all right, since I've already done this. Oh, here it is. Perfect favorites. All. Kaiser. So I saw, I might need another middle linebacker. Now the trade went away. So I went with Kaiser, favoring him. 4.48. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for middle linebacker. 33-inch vert, 20 bench reps, only 9th. 4.48, 3.98 second. So strength isn't that great, but elite speed, skills. I really liked it because the zone coverage was A too. Oh, where's he gonna go? It's projected 1 to 2. Will he fall to one of my second round picks? What did Baller test out at? Elite strength, 5.12, but speed doesn't matter. 42 bench reps. 42 bench reps. I looked at like an article online and I totally forgot the number, which gave you 99 strength. 42 bench reps. That's like some of the highest bench reps of all time, especially, dude, at his height. A lot of people that put up good bench rep numbers are like, you know, pretty short because it's, you don't have to go as far. But Baller was 6'6" doing that. Now, I know arm length doesn't matter in Madden, which is frustrating. They really should. But this is gotta be my guy for my franchise. I need to trade up. I gotta hop Chicago. They said Chicago's a good fit. I gotta hop in front of him. All right, Cole Jacobs. 5'11", 237 out of Wisconsin. 4.49, and he's third. Who's better than 4.48? I thought, oh my God, who got better than 4.48? Who's the number one middle linebacker speed? Dude, is there like a 4.2 middle linebacker out there? Zone cut. I gotta find who's the number one middle linebacker. Barber was fast. What did Barber run? Or him being decently fast? 4.55, first at tight end. I mean, I think I'll pick him late in the draft if I can get him as a backup tight end. But 4.55, that's not bad. It's right up there with like Kittle and stuff, right? Medlock, he ended up benching 42 reps, number 2. And he's, dude, 42 reps at 6'3", 358. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Another Wisconsin. When I bring out that, would I draft both him and the double Wisconsin action there? Brackett, I liked out of Alabama. Wait, what the heck? Brackett, I liked 6'4", left end. Only 31 bench reps. He had a block. I forgot a block shot was awesome. All right. We don't want to go through too many of these. Molden or McAdoo. These were the fast guys. These were fast guys with no hands, right? What did he run? He ran a 4.35. Okay, so that's pretty good speed. 4th and 3 cone. All right, Molden's solid. Much ado about McAdoo. 4.25. I've got to get this guy. Luckily, did it say it was at? He's a round 3 to 4 projection, so I gotta pick him in the 3rd round. Is what it's looking like. I don't know how many picks I have in the 3rd round, but okay. So that one's kind of sexy. That one's really sexy. You know, it took me a long time going through these guys. Kind of sucked. I want to look at who the fastest middle linebacker is, because if I get a middle linebacker that's extremely fast, who is number 1? Xavier Franklin. Are you the fastest in the 4.4? Okay, so you're on the exact same speed. I was hoping for like a 4.2 middle linebacker. I got a little greedy. A B block shed. The difference is like Xavier's only got a B zone coverage. I can play mostly zone, and Kaiser's got an A, but he's better at tackling. So that's kind of like the difference between them. We'll see. They're both projected about the same. All right, let's go ahead and get into free agency. Combine results, sign free agents. We don't want to spend too much on free agents. I do have a rookie quarterback, which helps. Ridley, Beckham, Robinson. Oh man, I don't really see anything that they don't like me. Hargrave coming back home. If I can't get that 1D tackle, Hargrave might be the move, dude. How much does Hargrave want? 10.4 per year. Who's the best fullback? Oh, no. 86 speed at fullback. Didn't I just lose my fullback or something? How much do they want? 2.9 per year. All right, wide receiver. I don't need wide receivers, right? Who's the fastest one out here? Fuller? Good, what do we just got? No, thank you. Next up, tight end. Knox. I've already got a stud tight end. I don't want to spend 11.6 a year on a tight end. All right, Dillard. Now, if I sign a tackle, then I don't draft it. Well, I do need more than one. Let's be real here. I need more than one. Spain, none of these guys want to sign with me. They're only 72s. What's the point of signing 72s? McCoy, 7.62 per year. This might be the dude. What is he, age 26? Okay. Let's go player friendly. 3 years, 8 a year. Oh, yes. Beautiful. I won't be able to draft a center this good, right? I looked at some of the centers. They were just meh, kind of. Player friendly. Make offer. Okay, continue. Okay, that would be big. That would be very big. Right guard. Our right guard's already like a 74. Nothing really better. Conklin. I love it, dude. I'm going to go player friendly here. 4 years at age 29. I'll do 3 years and up the per year amount and see if he likes that. Dude, 29. Aren't they going to start regressing pretty hard? 80 overall regressed? No. I don't want to do that. Yeah, they start to go pretty down fast, if what people tell me is true. Smoot, We got Larry. I'm not that interested in D Lyman as much. Hargrave's cool. Hicks, what's his block shed? 90 block shed. How much does Hicks want? 10.6 per year? For 1 year, I've got 23 remaining. How much are my draft picks gonna cost me? Those are gonna be kind of expensive, aren't they? Because they're kind of high. I don't think I can sign anymore. I gotta keep my salary cap. Van Ginkel. I think just one offensive lineman and that's it. Malik Reed. He's on the IRL Steeler. Farrell, failed draft pick. Cornerback. I do need to get faster. Tariq Woolen. Tall and fast. How about 3 years? Neutral. 3 years. Seems like he was okay. Let me increase 66 overall. I think I'm going to move him to safety. This is going to be my dude on nickel packages that I'm going to be using. We're going to upgrade the bonus. 1 million, 3 years, and hope he progresses. 6'4". Maybe I do want to do player friendly. 4 years. Let's do it. Make the offer. I do like that. I do like Woolen. Oh, that's so cool. And that's why we sort by speed. So we get a 6'4" dude with 97, 27-year-old. Not as interesting. Thornhill. 7 a year. Like I've talked about, don't have a lot of cap if I sign him. If I sign one more. Thornhill is super interesting though, because I do need another strong safety. Garner Johnson is really good. IRL and the 83 overall, 25-year-old. Wanting 7 a year. Kind of want to do 4 with an average of 8 a year. So this would be it. This would be it. If I got C.J. Garner Johnson, would my defense get significantly better? Let me take a look at his zone coverage. 90 speed, 86 zone. 86 zone. And it's not 90. He doesn't have abilities, but he's 7 a year. I got so many draft picks. I got to trade those draft picks around. I got to trade them. Got to trade for next year. All right, we're going to go 5 mil, 3. Make offer. That should hopefully help us. All right, targeted. Top 100. Gardner, McCoy, Woolen. Those are my targets. Let's see if any of them sign. I am number 1, number 2, and only one on Tariq. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next week. Let's see if we get them, boys. Let's see if they've come to Steel Town. It's going to be tough, you know. Steel Town's a tough town. Cold part of the year. Not really free agent destination. Oh, we still do have Connor Hayward. Whoops. Oh, yeah, Okora 4 is back now. So sign the center. Mason Cole was a bust. Dan Moore hasn't progressed like we thought he would. Draft will improve us. Boswell's still one of the best kickers. We don't need a new kicker. 95. All right, we're great. We're great right there. Perfect. The only thing I will change is like maybe specialists. Return man Austin's pretty good. Now that we got Austin here. He's also going to be like number 3 receiver as of it currently stands. Moving on to stage 2. Let's see if we get any of those signings. Let's see. We were up there, but nothing's guaranteed. Okay, my signings. I got them all. I got them all, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, big W's, dudes. Okay, now I got 27 in cap. Mock draft 4. What are we going here? What are they giving us? McLean Drummond. What was Drummond's 40? They got him in top 5. 4.72. Fast, agile, acceleration. This is not a... Oh, D power moves and D block shed. I don't like Delbert Drummond. Still want Handy Banks. All right, Baller's still going through the Jets. So we have to trade with the Jets or hop the Jets. It's looking like Baller. And Hayden Banks ain't passing there. So that's going to be tough. That is really going to be tough. Let's see what the Jets want for the number 3 pick. Can I trade that right now? What are the Jets looking for? All we want is this pick. How much easier would it have been if Steelers at 6 and 11 if I would have had the number 5 pick? Get offer. Wait, get offers? What does get offers mean? Whoa. So if I get my first and my second, they'll give it to me. Are there any... What if I go 10, 2, and... There were some guys I wanted in the 4th. Yeah, what about, was that pick 42? 10 and 42? And I don't have anything past the 4th. Do they want any of my players? Oh, there it is. Trubo. Kinda? Isn't yellow kinda? Najee? They love Najee. I don't want to trade Najee right there, though. Trubo, Dan Moore, and... This is not going to work. Submit. Oh, they put over the trade off. Oh, they're over the cap? How do they get over the cap? All right. Get rid of Trubo. That sucks. Trubo's a dead weight. I gotta cut that guy, I think. How much do I save if I cut him? That's going to be an offseason maneuver we need. So, like, I can almost give him no players. Buddy Johnson. What about this? Whoa! That worked. I guess Buddy Johnson was better value than I thought he was. Okay, that's huge. That's so big. I kept all those second-round picks, too. Dang, they really like Buddy Johnson. All right, no, GG to that. I gotta go up to, like, maybe I could go up to number 4. Who's got the number 4 pick? If I can get 3 and 4, it'd be safer with 2 and 3. Let's see who's number 2. Let's see number 2. All right, mock draft 4. Because I have a feeling like every single mock draft has McLean there, right? McLean's by far and away the number 1. Baller's there, number 2. Like, I feel like, I mean, there's no shot they're not taking a quarterback there, right? Detroit? Who's your, like, you're going to go with Goff? He's Goffle. Let me take a look at the roster. Goff is 71, and they're not taking a new quarterback? Even those 3 projected top 5 guys? Do we believe the mock drafts? Do we believe they won't take Hayden Banks? Who's the left outside linebacker? Hutchinson. They might not take Hayden Banks. Even though they could put Hayden Banks at right outside linebacker or any of these other positions. You know what? I think the way the game works, I'm going to risk it. I think I'm only going to try and trade up to 4. So go from 6 to 4. What do I need to do? This is a tough risk, but I think I want to make that. All right, mock draft. Who's picking 4? Sanders. Dude, if somebody jumps me in the drafts and takes one of my 2 guys, I'll be kind of pissed. I should try with Detroit. I should really try. I gotta try that. Because somebody could easily trade with Detroit. Yeah, let's try and trade with Detroit. Otherwise, Jacksonville. I feel like I only gotta... okay, no. We're gonna try and trade with Detroit. Let's hopefully they'll take some cool players from us. All right, Lions. Number 2 pick. What about Highsmith? Okay. Wait. I can offer Highsmith? I can offer Highsmith and my 6th. They're okay with Highsmith. Dude, the rotation of... having Highsmith is kind of a big deal. In case one of my pass rushers will go down going forward. But I kind of want to see this. I kind of want to see if they'll take Highsmith and 6 for number 2. I feel like I got another decent... I don't have a middle linebacker. Just signed him. Mason Cole? Mason Cole. We just traded our backup center because it just signed a center to move up 4 spots. Okay. He did have a decent depth trade. I will say that. But he was a little older. Gorgeous. It's all coming up, Louvin. We're there. We're done. We've got everything we want to accomplish. The only issue is I don't have any depth. I'm going to have to go on I don't know what I'm doing with my salary cap because I have no depth. I got to sign nothing but league minimum guys now. Where is my cap management spot? We might be a little tough with salary cap here. Watt got paid. Hayward got paid. Fitzpatrick got paid. Najee has not been paid yet. But what do we got for cap hits? Chucks. Chucks. I want to call him a Chucko Fudge. Is making $13 million off my franchise. William Jackson, 12.8. Well, there's no penalty because we traded for him IRL. So if it comes down to it, rookie reserve is 26.7. Oh, so I actually have 51. They just gave me a whole bunch of rookie reserve. Ew. Okay, well, I'm cutting Jackson. The cap hit, if I cut him... Wait, penalty. Why would they sign a Corafor for this month? This guy sucks. He's like okay IRL. Eric McCoy just signed him. Garner Johnson just signed him. Let's go ahead and take it back at our squad. Where's our holes? All right, so hopefully left tackle solved. They have Eric McCoy there too, but left tackle, Dotson, Green, Okorafor. It's looking a lot better. Wait, why is he only 79? Didn't I sign him at an 80? Oh, his morale's down. Okay, then frying with... I will need to draft a tight end. We only got 3 receivers, 2 running backs. We're gonna be pretty heavy in a free agency after free agency. All right, I like the bones of this roster. I really do. With a solid draft, if I get those targets that I favored in, we're looking pretty good. I will say, we're looking really nice. Okay, is there anything else I need to do here? Scout, sign free agency. We're done with free agency. All right, advanced week. I don't know how much better this offseason could have gone for us. Sign free agent, scout college, manage staff. Mock draft 5. All right, here's a final mock draft. Nate, they have us taking a quarterback? Okay. That's a good argument, I guess. Was this the guy? Yeah, marginal throw power. I would never take this guy in my life. I don't care if you're on a 4.61. That's not even that good. If you're on a 4.21, yeah, I'd draft you at this point. Nate Douglas. McLean would be the only quarterback I'd look to because he's got elite throw power. I actually didn't look through all the quarterbacks for throw powers. But maybe somebody's got it deeper in the draft. But I got some backup quarterbacks already I don't care about. They still have me taking Raekwon Medlock? What the hell? Round 2 to 3? Is this true talent super high? Am I missing something because I only got him 50% completed? He's 358? He's slow. He was slow, wasn't he? Yeah, 5.35. 42 bench reps is cool. I mean, so elite strength, but other than that, ooh. All right, mock draft sucks. Number 1, take that quarterback. If they don't take that quarterback, I will die inside. Okay, view free agency recap. Let's go ahead and take a look. What happened? Who went where? Ridley went to Philadelphia. Whoa. Philadelphia's receiving corps is kind of crazy now. It's quite the gamble, though, to go so heavy at that position. Odell Beckham went to the He went back home? Good for him. James Robinson to San Francisco. They need more running backs? Question mark. I guess they don't have CMC in this universe. Knox to Washington. McCourty got no offer. 36 years old. Gakwe to Houston, Miami. Davenport to Chicago. Landry. All right. Pretty cool. We got Gardner Johnson here, though. I really like that. All right. Scouting private workouts. Learn about the players you bought in for intensive work at the team. Okay. So these are pretty important. So I get like, I don't know how much percentage lock, but I think I'm gonna do those guys down further on my board. So I think I want to do it to like, maybe I do. He's 50% completion, but I kind of know everything I want to know about this guy. Blockshed B. View scouting card. Blockshed B. Why would I want to know anything more? He's big, he's strong, and he's only got B block shedding. Tackling. I don't like finesse move. I can't imagine his finesse moves are that great. Unless his finesse moves are 8 and he's secretly like 358, but it can spin like John Travolta. Barber? But what do I need to know about Barber? I guess I can unlock true talent. What percentage does this give me? Private work. I guess I should Google that, but I guess we'll just see. I could go Baller or Hayden Banks to see their true talent. But I don't know. I'm kind of convinced just through their physicals. No, wait. Let me look at the scouting card. Do I want to do? I think I'm gonna do guys further down the board. If his kick returns an A, I think I'd take McAdoo. I think I'm gonna do the linebackers because I do need a second linebacker in my 3-4 scheme. So let's go ahead and take a look at 80% completed. 80% completed means I'm gonna max him out? Am I gonna see his true talent? Kaiser Soze? Yeah. Let's see if I can get true talent out of this guy. Medlock, because I kind of want to see. But I know him. Whatever, dude. All right, Barber. Let's take him. All right, confirmed. I really should have looked at cornerbacks, but I'm okay at cornerback this season, I feel like. All right, so do I have to wait a week before I see that or not? No, that didn't work. Still 50 and 80. Okay, so that's going to take a week. Let's go ahead and move on to, I guess that's it. Mock draft, recap, scout college player, manage staff, manage rosters. Advanced week. Welcome to the big show. This is the most important part of our franchise. I really hope my scouting did a good job. Start the NFL draft. Let's get to it. Woo! I'm just going to resume it. I'm just going to play it straight up. Resume draft. So, round 1, pick 1. With the Texans on the board, I think a lot of people are really projecting. I mean, every single mock draft from the word go had McLean on the top of it. Okay? McLean just went. It looks like it just updated. McLean was taken number 1 overall out of Harvard. Jeff McLean. Solid senior year. We'll really have to go ahead and take a look at him. Let's see what we're offered. Trade away pick. Review offers. Pick 5. Chicago wants to come back up. Well, no, Chicago wants to trade up. We're not trading anything. Houston, next year's picks. These are not good enough. I would need 3 firsts. There's 2 firsts and a third. How much time do I have left on the clock? Does it keep counting down? Pick 8. It doesn't matter. I don't. 150. I think it keeps counting down. So we're gonna go ahead and make my selection. Easiest selection of my life. I think the higher overall pick. Who's gonna hurt more? Baller or Banks? I think I'm gonna go with Banks as my selection because I feel like left tackles make more than outside linebackers. I might be wrong though. Go ahead and take Banks, and we will go ahead and draft Hayden Banks. Gorgeous. A hidden dev trade. That's a big W. Having Hayden Banks, 87 acceleration, 79 agility, only 68 change of direction. That's nice. But 88 speed off the edge is insane. Beautiful. 6'6", 260-pound power rusher out of Virginia. Hayden Banks is exactly who we thought he was. With a hidden dev trade and everything, absolutely destroyed college football. Beautiful. All right, we'll take a look at trade offers for this, but I'm not even gonna do it. We're just gonna go ahead and make a selection. Not even gonna entertain any sort of trade offers. We've already traded up to this spot to guarantee ourselves Doug Baller out of Texas A&M, protecting the backside of Kenny Pickett for the foreseeable future. Doug Bowler has a high motor that runs through the whistle. He is a little bit of penalty. He does take a few more penalties you want to see. A couple more holding calls, false starts, lacks discipline. But 6'6", 332, long arms out of Texas A&M. Great strength, 42 reps on the bench. This is the guy. Another hidden dev, a big W. A 96 strength. 96 strength. 67 speed, 68 agility, 60 change of direction. Looks like back-to-back huge W's. Big win for the scouting department. Gene Dangus came through and said, take this guy. For some reason, his head is overly large. Maybe because he just got drafted so high in the draft, and that's why his ego is going crazy. But that is an absolute, like, one of those hot air balloons that have been filled too high type of head right there. Does not match whatsoever with that body. I guess Fathead is the sponsor of this draft this year. Doug Baller. Welcome to the Steel Town. They'll be going against each other in practice for years. Years and years and years, those two. All right, number 4 on the clock, the Jacksonville Jaguars. They've had a rough few decades in the league, right, with Jacksonville. Currently in Duval country. Trevor Lawrence maybe not advancing as quickly as they'd hoped. Etienne, same deal. He's a very, very explosive runner on the field. Christian Kirk, who a lot of people think they overpaid. And it does look like the Jacksonville Jaguars selected Delbert Drummond, the left end out of Alabama. Whenever you take a guy out of Alabama, you know you're getting a solid player. I really hope they were able to contact Nick Saban to hear his opinion about it, because he knows and he gives honest opinions about his prospects. Clearly, hopefully they did. They would have got one. Zay Seymour, a left outside linebacker to the Bears. So the Bears took Zay, and I would assume over anybody, the Bears were probably the most frustrated by the Steelers' pick and the draft upwards. The trade up to 2 and 3 to take Hayden Banks, who they probably really liked, over them. Nate Douglas, a quarterback out of Mississippi State, has been taken number 6 overall by the Detroit Lions. It was something that not a lot of mocks had them taking a quarterback, which a lot of analysts were kind of driven crazy by, including many in the front offices that I talked to. But now Corbin Collins went to Philadelphia. That's a pause draft worthy type of pick. What's happening in Philadelphia? Did Jalen Hurts regress to the mean? That is so surprising. After such they literally got to the Super Bowl with Hurts, and they just drafted another quarterback. 81 overall Hurts, 87 speed, throw power 87. An absolute phenomenal year. They came up 1 game short, and the Eagles drafted a quarterback for a competition. You have to wonder what is happening in Eastern Pennsylvania, as probably the biggest question mark of the draft that we've seen since Manziel was picked. Will Kaiser to Green Bay? Clearly out of love with Love, they've decided to go ahead and try and pick another quarterback of the future. So another boneheaded pick. Done in. We were just talking about Manziel. That Jordan Love pick clearly showed it wasn't that for Green Bay. And, they ended up having to spend a first-round pick a few years back, another 9th overall pick right there for Green Bay. Henry Kirkland, left outside linebacker out of Clemson, goes there to the Panthers. Henry Kirkland is an edge rusher, so hopefully they're hoping maybe another Julius Peppers type of archetype there. That is one of Clemson's finest and a Kirkland's finest. We have Max Sanders, a right outside linebacker out of LSU, going 10 overall. Max Sanders, another edge. So basically the entire draft so far has been quarterback into edge. Really that's how the NFL is kind of situated nowadays. You gotta get the quarterback, and you gotta get to the quarterback. Another right outside linebacker goes here, out of Oregon this time, to the Cardinals. Richard Roman. The Cardinals have had, a solid offensive game plan for a few years there. They just really haven't been able to put it together. They're hoping to kind of solidify the defense to provide, a lack of ability for the opponents just to outscore their explosive offense. But we'll see how that works out going forward. Gordon Sidney, a right tackle out of USF, goes to the Dolphins. And, having that kind of front side protection, I guess backside for Tua, is going to be very important for them going forward. Because, like we just said, all these edge rushers, which are so athletic nowadays, another right tackle goes from LSU to Atlanta. And it seems like there just isn't a lot of talent in this draft class for the more cornerbacks, safeties. It really is a weak one for that. And a lot of these, guys with the hands in the dirt, The edges are really happening. Carlos Lippett, a running back, 14 overall, and that's why Houston are the Texans. That's why they have not won anything. That's why they've been basement dwellers. Taking a halfback in the first round in 2022, that is not something done very often, very successfully. Obviously, we've seen Pittsburgh and Jacksonville do it right before this a couple years ago, but you know, there is a whole many, like the game of football and is played differently nowadays. So that better be an absolute generational halfback to get picked that way. The Patriots take Bryson Rhodes out of Georgia, and whenever you take an edge out of Georgia, the way they are able to grow defensive linemen down there is exceptional. It's something different. It's just absolutely absurd, the talent coming out of Georgia lately. John Rosenberg out of Notre Dame goes number 16 to the Raiders. Now they have not had great draft picks in the first round. John Rosenberg, a little bit of a question mark for a pick. The Raiders themselves seemingly have offense kind of like locked down. Goes with another receiver. What happened there? They got Adams, Renfro, and then I guess Waller tight end, but maybe they just didn't feel like they had enough of a guy to complement Renfro out of the slot and Adams out wide. That I'd say is adding strength onto strength. But I think Louvin Fink's going to go ahead and take a look at the draft board right now. And he's going to see what kind of things we can trade up to and take a look into. Go ahead and take a look at our favorites here. I wonder why it doesn't organize by round projection. So round 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Greg Brackett. He's a second to third round talent, okay? Cole Jacobs. I guess I should look at more of what he is. Now that I'm scouted skills. Hit power A. Zone coverage A. Is it going to be Cole? I don't know. Am I taking Cole Jacobs? 5'11 middle linebacker or a 6'1 middle linebacker? I mean, like, okay, I'm going to have to take a round 1 to 2. He's a projected 2 to 3 talent. What is that, a 70 overall? Gordon Kaiser? I don't know what a 2 to 3 talent is. 4.48 though. And we need speed on defense. I love this. He's actually got finesse moves too. Hit power C. Zone coverage A. This is our biggest question mark. Do we take Kaiser or Jacobs? Both zone coverage A. Block shed D for Jacobs though. This is a tough one, dudes. I really don't know. Round 3 to 4. Much better value there. So I guess I can keep the clock going on it right now. But okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and take a look at, say, wide receivers. McAdoo. I brought in a tight end, right? A tight end. 90% completion. So it goes from 50 to 90 on those. 4.4, great speed. 4.55. 6.5 is really cool. Skills. Catching traffic's B. That ain't bad. Medium route running's A? Spec catches A? Wait, what round's this guy going in? Round 3 to 4 projection. Resume draft. Now, I don't think I want to trade up quite yet. I don't need to. Jose Mullins out of Notre Dame to the Titans. Jose Mullins adds another edge. You know, Bud Dupree hasn't really shown up and shown off after that big free agent signing a few years ago out of Pittsburgh. Jose Mullins, though, hopefully from Notre Dame, can provide that kind of edge that they haven't had in a while. Emmett Walsh, another quarterback. This is probably setting a record for the amount of quarterbacks that have gone in the first round here. What do we even at this point? I don't know. I think I'll just watch it after. But we gotta be close to like the record. We gotta be close to the record for quarterbacks taken in the first round. Right? We're dang near Baker's dozen here. Okay, dang near it. Parker Townsend, CB, to Utah. Now the interesting thing about Parker Townsend, he's a 6'4" cornerback. It was something that Louvin did kind of look at for a while there to try and get it up, but getting up to the 19th overall, probably something he could have done with that bevy of second round picks. But 6'4" with good speed, that's gonna make me go ahead and pause the draft. That was actually one that I want to look at that I didn't put in my favorites. Oh, Christian Clements at left tackle out of Georgia went right before the pause. Oh, that's too bad. Christian Clements, I remember, I think I had him fully scouted or something. He was like a lower round talent. Corbin Sharp. Sharp's nice, right? 6'8", marginal jumping. Lead block, pass block, run block. This is not a bad player, actually. I got Chucks currently, so I could probably wait and not go ahead and pick him. I do want to look at corners, though. Did I have any favorite corners? I think there were some fast ones, right there. Proctor was fast. 4.37. Yeah. Proctor was great speed. 4.37. Beautiful. Skills on it, though. Man coverage B. Zone coverage C, press B. Jermaine Proctor is probably one I want to look at. 6'2". I remember being 6'2". 4'4'2". Good 3-cone and shuttle, though. The shuttle at 404 and 3-cone, that's like acceleration and agility, whatever those two are. Broad jump, vertical jump, not that great. But 6'2", runs a 4.42 with good change of direction and everything. Man coverage, we have no clue. Could be anything. Zone coverage is really bad on straight. But a 6'2" corner for an aggressive ball hawk, a motor that runs through the whistle, a strips ball trait. I think either one of these two would be a great addition to the squad. They're both projected round 2 to 3. So I think one of these two, I got to decide between them. Tough. Take the extra height and weight, or the guy who's better in zone coverage, which is my main coverage. What do I think of both? I got two picks. Let me take a look at my roster. I maybe move one to safety. Take them both. I got Woolen. Don't take one line. I love both those middle linebackers too. This is gonna be so hard. I have so many second round picks. I just want to use them all, but I need to trade at least one. We now have we got CJ Gardner Johnson, Wallace, Sutton's a 70. So that doesn't mean I can't trade them away. If I really like these guys, I'm gambling on their overall. So we're done with quarterback, halfback, fullback. Wide receiver, I'm gonna wait till like the 3rd round. Tight end, that guy was a 3rd to 4th round pick. Yeah, I think we're gonna wait. It's one of these two. Round 2 to 3 talent. What's that overall? It's like low 70s maybe. All right, let's keep resuming it. I don't wanna trade up yet. They're all like lower talent players. I just want speed, dudes. So the Vikings are on the clock. The 21st pick of the 1st round of the 2023 NFL draft. Who will Minnesota take? After they go with Brandon Murray, the first interior lineman chosen out of Louisville. This is actually not a bad spot for interior linemen. Generally, the position isn't as well needed or regarded as, say, players on the left tackle, right tackle, the guys that are needed to shut down the insane edges in this game. But let's say right now in the NFL, we probably have like the best interior offensive lineman of all time, like as one talent pool, right? So having those interior guards to kind of maybe stand up to those Aaron Donalds, those Cameron Haywards, it's important. Corbin Sharp, another left tackle taken out of Florida State to the Colts. Corbin Sharp, tall, lengthy. He's got a punch. I think he's a little slow on the feet, though. Jay Wilcox, center out of Ohio State. Again, we're talking about the interior offensive line being so important against every single kind of, move, finesse. They got guys that spin it. They got power move. You got 380 million pound defensive tackles now push it against you. So you really need a solid low anchor. It also needs to be the intelligent part of the offensive line to direct everyone. Jeff Parham, a defensive tackle out of Washington State, was taken right here at pick 24. And Jeff Parham, big dude in the trenches. Maybe not as big as some of them, but let's go ahead and view the draft board because I did want to take a look again at the D-tackle. D-tackle, Medlock, round 2 to 3. I wonder if Wendell Barber will follow me in the 4th. So really, defensive tackle, got to take him in the 2nd round if he's there. Got to take one of these. So I gotta use three of my 4 second-round picks on picking players, and then I'll try and trade one away. That's our current goal. Okay. Trade one. Hopefully get a first-round pick next year. All right, resume draft. Home out of Washington State. Not the biggest we've seen, but overall they need an interior run and pass defender. And pushing the pocket inward is so important to let edges like Brian Babineau there out of Florida State get to the quarterback. So the Seahawks, who have, in their height, when they had the Legion of Boom, they also, they could call a straight cover 3, but you also need to get pass rush. So getting to be able to get the quarterback with 4 guys was so important for that. And it really was an underreported portion of their franchise. Kevin Swanson, the center out of Georgia. Kevin Swanson, he's not just here to sell you dinners that have been frozen. This analyst is a little shaken and disappointed by that one. David Reed, right guard, LSU. David Reed. So we've gone past like mostly the tackle era, and we've gone to like more the interiors that are going right now because most of the talent there that like you might have not maybe a little shorter. Your arms might be as long, and I think at guard and those kind of spots you can kind of play. Max Bullough, corner out of Baylor. Max Bullough goes. That is luckily not one of the ones that was targeted by Louvin Fink. So Max Bullough, first round cornerback. The second one shows an overall. Have we seen a single wide receiver go? Sean Barbaran. Let's go ahead and view the draft board here. At wide receiver, Jermaine Collins, a round 1 talent. Yeah, 4.26. He's got no agility or acceleration, one of those two. I forgot which one those are. Change direction, solid, agility, decent, elite acceleration. He's got no catching, dude. F in catching. Can you draft this guy? How long can I wait for him? I said I wasn't going to grab a wide receiver, but now I want him. Now Jermaine Collins is looking at us straight in the face and saying, take me, Pittsburgh. I could be that burner. I could be that guy that takes the top off the defense, so that way, like, Pickens, Deontay can eat underneath. Calvin Austin is just like, you know, I think he's 95 speed. What is 4.26? Is 4.26 95 speed too? Well, that wouldn't be that big of an upgrade. I'm not going to do it because I don't like his catching. I really don't. I'm not going to do that. Unless it falls to my pick. Unless it falls to my first pick in the second round. I'm not taking him. Man, he might go here. Where's Green Bay drafting at? All right, Miami on the clock. They've got a good receiving core. We doubt it's going to go to him. The Eagles drafted a receiver in the first round, I do believe. Raleigh Duval. Oh, that's the wrong team. That's the wrong Florida team for Duval to go to. Duval, strong safety out of Ohio State. A decently, solid player. Not overly fast, not a big hitter, but he can cover some ground. Kind of intelligent out there. Hopefully improves that defense. Donnell Phillips. Now we have a run on safeties here to the Eagles. The Bills are on the clock, and now they do have Gabe Davis. I'm not sure that will preclude them from taking a wide receiver, but the Bills, are targeting a lot of players out there. Every NFL team has holes, and the Bills know it. They take a tight end, Cody Samuel, out of Washington State. Cody Samuel, well known for his Samuel to the sideline catch where he dragged his feet down in bounds to defeat rival Oregon in their game this past fall. Xavier Franklin, middle linebacker out of Auburn, is not one of the ones I was targeting, I do believe. View your draft board. Xavier Franklin was not one of the fast ones, please. Middle linebacker. Kaiser. Oh, was Franklin one of the... Wait. Kaiser's the next one up? Round 2 to 3 talent. I think that was one of the fast ones, wasn't it? Oof. I may have lost that one. Okay. Xavier Franklin, an absolute burner out there, ran a 4.48 40. And that kind of speed, along with his intelligence, is going to help Houston. Now, I did go in on Houston's first round pick, but Xavier Franklin right here in the second round, I think is a great get. A good spot to grab a middle linebacker at 2, in order to be the Mike of your defense, in order to make the calls and get everybody in position for a franchise that truly needs to get in position. The Lions take Alex Baker, left end out of Auburn. He performed incredibly well in the Iron Bowl down there, and I really think that did improve his draft stock here to get him up to the top of the first or second round. Sorry. LaMarcus Fields, the free safety. We're coming here soon to the Steelers gauntlet. Who's the last player taken before the Steelers get the board? Fields, Oklahoma State to the Jets. A good pick to help them out. They haven't had a solid safety. I mean, they've had some solid safeties, but they really lost one back there when they traded one to Seattle, who shall remain nameless because his name is Adams, or it is. Make your selection. McMillan went. So this is huge. I kind of want to, dude, I might trade this one out. Let's review the offers. If you offer me a first round pick, I'm taking it. Second round, first round, Cincinnati is valued as a 31st. Second round. I could pick up extra fourths, and I do want some guys before first. The Rams are valued at the 32nd. No shot, right? Dang, a lot of offers to choose from, but it's definitely going to be a first next year. Chiefs, I'm not messing with Chiefs. So who's the I feel like the Rams were the wildest value, weren't they? 32 and a fourth rounder, but is the next year 4th rounder? We have a 1st rounder. The Bengals get a 5th rounder this year. I feel like I want to give it to the Rams. The Bengals messed me up last year. Bengals destroyed us. But I feel like the Rams have a more talented roster. I think we're giving it to the Rams. I think we're giving it to the Bengals. We'll trade in division. They got receivers, right? They got stud receivers and a halfback. Yeah. Let's go ahead and we'll take the pick of the team with the worst quarterback. Round 2, pick 5, select. Except maybe we're gonna do a manual trade to get more with the Rams. 2024 1. What about 1 and 3 for my pick 237? 1 and 3. What if we go 1-3? Can I get even more? Prove the offer a little. All right, get rid of the 6th. 1 and 3 next year. Ah, that ain't even better then. All right, well, let's just go accept the original offer. Wasn't it a 1 and 4? All right, a trade is in. A trade is in. The Los Angeles Rams trade their next year's 1st and 4th round pick for this year's 2nd round pick 5. And who are they going to go ahead and grab? They are now on the clock. The Steelers, dealing from a position of strength, they went and got Chauncey Dixon out of Oregon. Somebody that we know can really dance and dash. Again, in that game against their rivals in Washington State. Really didn't show up that well, but it didn't hurt his draft stock that much. Being picked in the top of the 2nd round for a running back is still as high as you really can get picked. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what's. I mean, we got 2 more here soon. We now have the Bengals offering a 1st and 2 late round picks, so we can get 2 other 1sts next year. I might take another 1st next year, but I've got some studs to grab though. The Niners are also offering a 1st. Let's go ahead and take a look at my board before I go ahead and trade another one because, all right, manage roster. We now have, 39, 41, 42. And then we pick again in 32 picks after that. So I will go down to 2 picks. I need to get 3 guys though. Didn't I say I wanted 3 guys? I wanted the corner, middle linebacker. That defensive lineman last till round 3. Let's take a look. I think I'm gonna keep these 3. I definitely want that big thick stud though. They had me picking up number 4 overall in the mock draft. I don't know if the mock draft means anything. A 4-2-3 guy. A 4-2-3 guy. Williams is a day 3. I think these guys are fast, right? Wasn't McAdoo also the same speed? I think I'm just gonna take McAdoo because both of them can't catch. 4-2-5. Wait, wasn't the other guy 4-2-3? 4-2-5 and the 40 for McAdoo? 4-2-6. Okay, never mind. So he's not even the fastest, and we know this guy can't catch, right? F catching. Yeah, I basically get the same guy, except how many rounds later? Maybe there's something. Is it like? Do you think Tremaine Collins has a dev trade or something? Is that why he's so high and the other guy doesn't? I don't know. I really don't know. All right, we need a tight end. All right, go to favorites. Wendell Okay, we're not going to take Wendell Barber until our 3rd round pick. So I think what I'm going to do is trade the pick to Dallas to trade down in the 2nd round and pick up a 3rd rounder this year since there's so many guys I want to add to the squad. There's so many that I'm okay with. There's so many holes I got, on the squad. We're going to go ahead and give it to Dallas there. So let them pick since I don't know who I want, but maybe Dallas does. And, I got a couple more here. I might trade down once more. Try and get more picks this year, 2nd, 3rd round. If I got a 2nd and a 4th rounder, that'd be cool too. As long as the beginning of the 4th, maybe. Harvey Miller is who they took out of USC. There is a right tackle out there. It wasn't Harvey that I thought looked pretty interesting too. But I'm like, let's try Chuck's front of the year. I know he got suspended for the driving incident, which is very unfortunate. But I think I could survive 1 more year with him. It would be nice to get a better right tackle. But Chuck's, I feel like, has got 1 more. All right. They took Kevin Carnevale at center. Carvajal out of LSU. What a nice name for LSU. All right, we'll go ahead, take a look at it. Let's go ahead and entertain more picks and offers for it to trade down this year's draft. So 2024, we're looking for a 2023 2nd and 4th or 2nd and 3rd here. We got a 2nd and 4th on the Browns. I don't want to do it to the Browns though. So we have go down to 57. So we're going to go down, I think we're at like pick 9, so it's like 41. So we're going to go down 16 picks to pick up an 89 on Tampa Bay. I think there are some like first round pick opportunities left too, but what about this one? Let's pick 42, and that's next year's draft. Yeah, I really think it's going to be Tampa Bay. Go down 12 more picks. I am really risking it, but I think getting those third round picks are kind of important to me. So I have 2 extra second rounders. I'm getting to kind of the point of where I want to pick my players, but I'm okay with so many of them that like the cornerback. Like the cornerback would what I want to take right away, but there's 3 cornerbacks I kind of want right about now. So let's go ahead and accept. Let's trade down a little bit more to get more positions. Just have like more shots at getting high overall picks. So Tampa Bay traded up, and who did they specifically want at round 2, pick number 9? Why did they give up their second and third round picks to move up 16 slots or whatever it was? They went Dion Ridley out of left end out of West Virginia. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at what other offers we got here, and if we could trade down. We got a first round pick next year. That looks so good though. Still, they're offering that first round pick. 2023 second and fifth. That's a lot down in the second round. 2024 is 2023 second and fourth for the Browns again. They are giving us a 4. So we're at pick number 42. Pick up an extra 4th round pick to go ahead and go down a couple slots for the Raiders. Or pick up, yeah, New England wants to trade again. I don't mind this one, a 2 and a 4. They're giving me a 2, a 3, and a 5. 62.94. Oof. So I'm at 42. So I'm going on 20 slots though. 20 slots. So I have 3 picks around those like same 7 picks. I kind of wanna draft here. But man, this is hard to turn down. These extra seconds. I think I might actually take this pick, and I think I'm just going to take who I like. Corner, there's like 3 corners I like still, so not that. Favorites, we might go ahead and take the defensive tackle. That might be a mistake. Gordon Kaiser here. Let's take one more look through middle linebacker. 22 out of Louisville. And a 4.48. Really good 3-cone. I mean, it's going to be middle linebacker 2 for me, and I got Woolen on regular 4.48. Cole Jacobs, who I'd get later on. One of the third round picks. I mean, like 4.49, that's like nothing. Plus his broad jump, vert, shuttle. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna go. I think I gotta go Jacobs, right? Let's go Jacobs. Let's wait. 22 also. Yeah, we'll wait for Jacobs. So we won't take Kaiser. So I'm okay trading that. Yeah, let's take Medlock. Let's lock down because I'm okay with a few different players at those positions. I need my thickness. All right, please something good. Drafted normal dev. Darn it. 95 strength on him, acceleration 75, agility low, speed. But he's 358 pounds with 95 strength. I feel like that's pretty good. B block shedding. We'll see what that number is. It's just too bad he just had a normal dev trade for a second round pick that I could have gotten a second and a third round pick for, or a first round pick next year for. Darn. That was the right tackle I was thinking about. I didn't show it, but I was thinking about going right tackle, but we went with Core 4. So he, like, Brandon Columbus, an incredibly well-balanced tackle out of Wisconsin. I know the critics out there were joking early in the season about me taking some, guy out of Wisconsin. I don't know why. There's been plenty of great players out of Wisconsin. For example, like Joe Thomas, Russell Wilson, JJ and TJ Watt. But George Strong, Michigan State. What a school. Strong pick there for George. George is like a big, tall, I think 6'4" wide receiver that goes up and grabs the ball. And he's kind of like a Chase Claypool type. Greg Brackett, he was targeted by the Steelers. He was there. A lot of players the Steelers were looking at around this point are starting to fall. Louvin Fink's getting nervous. You can see it when they flash into the draft room. Louvin Fink is shaking in his boots like a cartoon character here. They're falling back to back here. Devin Powers, wide receiver out of Texas. I think he's a decent separator. Doesn't have the top end speed that you really look for out of a wide receiver. Devin Powers, though, it does have that name, though. Like a lot of people, sometimes they can tell your future by how your name and your strength is. And Devin Powers is a guy that you're gonna hear the fans screaming out. They when he was at Texas, they did it. They love screaming about that power hour. They all usually went to a power hour before going to the game, so kind of played into it. Jermaine Proctor, CB. That is definitely one of the CBs that Louvin Fink was looking at. Jermaine Proctor, I believe he was a little bit of an older CB at age 23 coming out of the draft, but he was fast and he was decisive there. Had decent man coverage. Zone coverage was all right. So really we're just left looking at Derek Strait and Gaines, I believe, were the other two fast ones that were left in the back. Derek Strait. So now we're getting a little bit nervous. 21-year-old, which is you know, it's good. Good to start him young. 4.42 though. That guy that just got picked ran a 4.3. Gaines runs a 4.39. So the fastest CB was just taken, which I think we're a little disappointed by. But you know what? It is what it is. So Strait is the one we're going for. 21-year-old, 6'2", man-to-man corner, ran a 4.42. Fast enough to cover a lot of, plus really good 3-cone and 20-yard shuffle. Incredible acceleration, change of direction on this guy. Okay, I think that's our target right here. We're not going to trade up for it since we've traded down and we're a few picks away. Next pick, 23. Resume draft. Let's just hope there's not a run on the corner. If there's a run on corners, I regret everything. If there's a run on corners, I'm so very sad with myself. All right, Lamont Barnes out of Oregon. Oregon releasing some pretty decent pass rushers on the league as of recently. Lamont Barnes looks to be next in line there. The Raiders, you know, they got Max Crosby currently, who's, you know, truly one of the top 5 pass rushers in the league, in this man's humble opinion. So Lamont Barnes hopefully will bring off a little bit. Oh, no. Okay, Gordon Kaiser went down. Gordon Kaiser down to Tennessee. That was the risk with trading back. We lost Gordon Kaiser. There's still one more middle linebacker left. I think it was at Jacobs. I did make that conscious decision. So Kaiser, a quick middle linebacker, is going to be a dominating force there for Tennessee, is what it's looking like, if they could properly utilize that sideline to sideline speed. Another trade announced between Buffalo and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's been wheeling and dealing this entire draft. They've traded up to 2 and 3. They got 2 what look to be generational type of talents there. Well, hopefully. They went with Darnell Copeland, free safety out of Alabama. Another Alabama player taken. Not quite the greatest year for that school of all time, but they'll always have players just taken top of the draft consistently. Just, you know, they piss excellence basically down there in Alabama, at least at college football. Max Roberts, left guard out of TCU. All right, let's go ahead and pick. We're taking Strait. All right, make your selection. Let's please get a hidden depth trade. Come on, Strait. You got a hidden depth trade, right? You got a hidden depth trade. Let's go ahead and take a look at my favorites before we go ahead and take Strait. Jacobs, and then a bunch of round 3 and 4 guys. God, all my round 2 guys been taken kind of. Maybe we got too greedy. All right. More picks. All right, Derek Strait, 6'2", 205, a man-to-man corner, a scheme fit, 21 years old, kind of young coming out of college, an aggressive ball hawk, high motor kind of guy, lacks discipline though, and does like to strip the ball out of ball carrier's hands. So overall, great speed, acceleration, agility. You do like to see a guy like this press, man coverage. This is the draft pick. And he is a normal dev. That is unfortunate. Speed 93, acceleration, agility. Change direction 96 is huge. So that'll be amazing for man coverage. A normal dev. Darn. Unlucky. Well, maybe I should have known. I don't know. Resume draft. My next picks in a few. End of the second round is our next pick. Derek Strait out of Auburn. You'd like the height. You like the physicality. Maybe a little bit on the raw side there for Pittsburgh. The Texans are going to steal somebody we want. I'm guessing it. It's happening right here. End of the second round. They traded up into the second round to make sure the Steelers didn't trade with anybody else to lock down Joe Woods. Left outside linebacker out of Clemson. All right, let's go ahead and make our selection. The first pick of round 3 for the Steelers will be Barber, round 3 to 4. Take him at the top of the third. He's fast. He can catch a little. I like it. He can't run block. Barber. Please be a depth trait. 23. A little old. Depth trait? Yes! Hidden depth trait, baby. 90 agility, 87 acceleration, 86 speed. Only 81 jumping. That's unfortunate for 6'5". But a hidden depth trait. Very nice for Wendell Barber. I do not mind that speed. That the speed of what you need is what at tight end. All right, let's go ahead and we're done. Skip to next user pick. I think I'm going to take this fast wide receiver here. McAdoo. That's what we're going for. He can jump. Sure, he doesn't have the 3-cone or the shuttle, but we're taking him. Normal dev trait. 95 acceleration, 99 speed. So 425 is 99 speed. That's great to hear. All right, we got a 99 speed, dude. Kick returner. Beautiful. 3rd round pick. And I guess burner. All right, skip ahead in the draft. Backup middle linebacker. Oh, 22 years old. A righty. 5'11" out of Wisconsin. He's a good fit for the Steelers. 4'49", fastest middle linebacker. Highest bench rep. Best broad jump. Little slow on the 3-cone drill. But his shuttle was a 4.38. Absolutely incredible ability to go sideline to sideline to maneuver. Hit power A and zone coverage A. And that's why the Steelers really loved this guy. Normal dev, unfortunate. 90 speed, though, at a middle linebacker slot. Oh, that's going to be great to pair next to Devin Bush. Hopefully, he develops and can hit a hole better than Devin Bush. All right, resume draft. Let's go ahead and I guess I got the next pick, too. I don't think I have anybody else on the entire game that I like, so I'm going to trade for a 2024 pick in this next pick. Once the Giants go ahead and make their selection here, we'll figure out what we want to do. But Cole Jacobs looks like a kind of exciting spot. He might even take him out of middle linebacker number 1 because I'm sick of Devin Bush. DeAndre Callaway out of USF. All right, go ahead and pause that draft and trade away pick. Oh, let's go ahead and take a look at the options out there. There might be some decent interior offensive linemen that I would like, I guess. Lamplight. I didn't really scout interior offensive linemen, so these would all be like a shot. I don't want to go ahead and go look through everybody's. I don't know, is Ethan Burks any good? Okay, let's go ahead and take Ethan Burks. What the frick? Did you see he was like first at center in all 40 reps. He's got A impact, A run block finesse. Not that great of a pass blocker. What? Dude, I want to take this guy now. Why'd I do that? Make your selection. Pick player. Test it out. Number 1 at center at every single rep. I don't know if that, dude, I'm kind of Louvin's a little bit of a noob at this, but being better than all these guys got to mean something, right? It's got to be something. Please tell me it's something. I mean, perfect reps, incredibly strong, not too slow, and then awareness is an A. An A. Okay, I got to do it. A hidden dev trait too. Also sponsored by Fathead. Look how big that head is. Ethan Burks. How did I luck into this? I didn't even look through this. That's awesome. Skip ahead and draft to next user pick. All right, pick 32. I don't remember liking any free safeties or strong safeties. Yeah, this is a trade away situation. I mean, backup quarterbacks. I'd go through each one of them and figure out which one can throw the ball and not get a mediocre arm strength. We got a cool name. Bo Drescher? Youngstown State. Wait, didn't Youngstown State already have a quarterback drafted? These are dude. Why don't they get throw power on screen 1? Jack McDermott, here to solve crimes on Oregon State. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that round 3 from Green Bay next year. Where'd he go? Right here? All right. Yes. Okay. Round 3 next year taken. Trade away pick. Let's see if we can't get a 4th or a 3rd next year. Niners or Bengals? Take the Niners. 2024. And there it goes. That is the end of the draft. Completely done. Let's go ahead and see what kind of picks we got. What everybody got overall. View draft recap here. View contract details on them for the offseason. Draft recap. So we got Hayden Banks, Doug Bowler, overall 78, 81. That's huge. That is huge, dude. Okay, so what does that contract look like? All right, so he gets, it's $8 million a year. No one could task, warm weather state, mentor at position. How do you not have a mentor at outside linebacker? You're literally right behind TJ Watt. Why is that not like green, green, green? So 4 years, 30. So we get like $8 million a year to those guys. 4 years. All right. So Medlock ended up being a 74. Even though it's only normal with Dab, I'll take that. Same with Straight. Wait, Straight's a 76? Wait, a 76 overall cornerback with a 93 speed? Okay, that's hot. And then Barber's a 75. Jacobs. Wait, what that center end up being? The center's a 74. And he was a dev trait too. Oh, man. Best draft of all time? Well, I don't know. I really haven't seen other people drafts. Maybe this is actually pretty common. Yeah, McAdoo, the only reason I got him was the 99 speed, so I expected him to be like low overall because I knew he couldn't catch for Jack. Right? 70. Oh, man. Let's look at let's look at Hayden Banks first of all. Kind of saw a few of this. Speed, acceleration, strength, 86. Bowler, 96 was wild. Hit power, 82. Block shot, 75. We got to work on those finesse and power moves, huh? Am I going to make him a power rusher? I kind of like finesse rushes off the edge in this game. What about my... All right. Baller. Run block, 76. Pass block, 86, 84. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Defensive tackle. What's his block shed? 76. Wasn't his block shed... Was it like a B? I don't remember. Power moves. So he's literally only like a run stuffer. He has no finesse or power. But that's kind of what we drafted him at. 350 some pounds. Exactly what we drafted him in the reason. So big strength, big belly. Oh my god, these are so good. Derek Straight, 21. Speed. Change direction, 96. Oh god, he could really develop into something huge. What's his man coverage start? 75. All right. That's not terrible. What was Barber's speed on it being? 86. That's right. Acceleration, agility, 90. What's this like spec catch? Catch in traffic. Spec catch, 83. I'll take that. McAdoo, we don't expect him to catch. He's just a returner. Cole Jacobs. He had like A zone, right? What's his zone rating? Zone coverage, 70. So 70 for a middle linebacker is A. Okay, that's knowledge I should know. Hit power, 86 is beautiful. Block shot, 64. That's not great for a guy that's going to be in 3-4. I mean, that's what happens when you got like so many high-end picks, right? I will say, having it to the top 3, and then a couple more seconds, third-round picks, we went hardcore, dude. We went hardcore. This was awesome. Draft, roster, advanced week, draft recap, adjust roster. Let's go to an advanced week. I don't need to adjust roster, do I? Oh, change player position as desired before the season starts. Take a look at how our lineup looks. Because we need to sign some free agents, too. All right, preseason. First game of preseason. Manager roster. All right, let's take a look at the lineup and how it looks so far. All right, so we got a lot of hidden devs. We'll see some blue. Barber's my tight end. They have him at starting fullback? Yeah, because I have so few fullbacks. He's a 78 overall at fullback. I'll take that. I'll take a 78 overall fullback. 6'5" ratings because he's fast. Maybe we'll go to like more I form. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, where is Burks? Burks is going to start over Green. Burks is going to go to Green. He's a center. Is it better that I have this Burks develop at center or guard? I mean, center is more important. Awareness 75. So that replaces the second, whoever's the lowest awareness on the offensive line. Eric McCoy, what's your awareness? Oh, 86. All right, so we'll leave him there. So Burks is moving to right guard. I would actually kind of prefer him at tackle. How tall is he? He is 6'1", so not exactly tackle height. Not that it really matters in this game. All right, defense. Hayden Banks. Moving to right outside linebacker. Surprised I didn't say doesn't have a mentor. That confuses me so much. No players have the tag of mentor. I guess it's just I go to TJ. What does a mentor tag even mean? How does a 99 overall, literally record setter? So he doesn't have the mentor tag. Is he not old enough? You gotta be like 30. Wow. What a draft. That's what we're going to call the video. Absolutely crazy. Straight is definitely going to get the start. I think I'm going to move up to CB2. So he's going to move up there. Wallace moves down to nickel. Oh, beautiful. I guess CB1. Whatever, dude. It's all done. Medlock's our starting tackle too. I'm loving this. I gotta get some backups. But that's it for preseason. Hope you guys enjoyed for the long draft.